Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another session of the Hopry. My name's Tim Pratt.
I'm Mark Starr.
Guys, tonight we're going to get a little bit sour.
We are going to get a little bit sour.
As a matter of fact, we're going to get oak-aged sour.
Nice.
Panil Barriquee.
Yeah.
Something that, frankly, I've wanted to try one of these for a really long time, and I just really haven't gotten around to it.
Yeah, this is kind of an expensive beer. You know, when you see those in the stores, they're typically, I don't know, $18 to $22. I actually found this one for, I think, $17.99, and I was like, I think that's a lot cheaper than I remember seeing it, so I jumped all over it. And
I was actually at the Saucer one time and wanted to order it because it was when I was really starting to get into sours. Yeah, they came back and said it's a $35 bottle. I said, no, thanks, I'll wait till next time.
Yeah.
But we've got one in front of us tonight, and
I'm
pretty excited about it.
Hand me your glass and I'll get it pouring, man.
So it's traditional Flanders brown, it's Flanders style red. You know, it starts off, it's just a basic kind of an unassuming, brown style beer. But this one specifically, they've aged for 3 months in cognac barrels from Bordeaux.
Nice, cognac, yeah.
And, I think cognac's a little bit different from what you see a lot of stuff, aged in. You get a lot of brandy, a lot of bourbon, a lot of whiskey, those kind of things. But, not necessarily cognac.
Yeah, I don't see it a lot, but what I can do is smell it. And, I will tell you right away, this is the same style that Duchess de Bourgogne is, which is a Flanders red ale. And it smells a lot like that beer already, and I haven't even put my nose in the glass, but
you can absolutely tell, and it pretty much looks the same. It's got the same kind of carbonation to it. It's, hey, they say it's the only authentic version you'll find. So.
Yeah, it's very dark, dark ruby red, kind of opaque. Yours seems to be a little bit more clear than mine, but, traditional kind of light tan colored head. Not a ton of, head formation on there, but I can already see a little bit of lacing.
Yeah, it's hanging around
to take place, but
it's there.
Well, let's smell it.
I can already kind of smell it.
Know,
so,
Yeah, that really smells like the Duchess de Bourgogne and the Rodenbach Grand Cru, both obviously in the same style, but, I think this is right on the same level with those, at least in terms of aroma.
Yeah, it's maybe a little bit more earthy than the Duchess. Maybe that just comes from the time it's been in the barrel, or, just the different kind of barrel or cognac, who knows. But I think it's a little bit more earthy, but, it's... they're all playing the same ball game. So
I definitely get the sour cherry, which is the the obvious component. A little bit of that kind of oakiness. You can tell that it's been aged in some type of wood.
Yeah, I always think I will say though that these always a bit remind me of Worcestershire sauce on the nose. It's probably a completely
no, it's
off base gas, but it's a little bit. Reminiscent of that to me.
I've always thought they kind of reminded me of like a red wine vinaigrette, so because you have the red wine vinegar, which gives you the sourness, but you also have, potentially some sugar in there just to kind of help balance, and the oil, to really kind of help balance that acidity, but damn, man.
Okay, now you're making me hungry, so I'm going to have to drink to stave off hunger.
Yeah. So it's in that ballpark.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe a little bit drier than some of the others, which I like.
It's very dry. Not extremely dry. It's not, I always use Orval as kind of the measure of dryness because that's such a dry beer, but I would say that it's approaching Orval dry.
Of the other, kind of Flanders red sours that I've had, they do tend to be, not necessarily cloying or thick, sweet, but there's a definite sweetness that sticks around. Not in this one. This one, it drops right out, and it dries out pretty quick, but then it kind of leaves that sour tang, just kind of in the back of the palate.
It's kind of that effervescence combined with, like a zestiness, if you will, that really it's like it cleanses your palate every time you take a sip.
Yeah, and I'm a really big fan of sours for that. They're very refreshing beers when it's good and hot outside too.
Yeah.
They do make for a good, if not sometimes potent, hot, long summer.
Yeah.
Need a cold beer day.
Need a cold beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, but well, man, I really like this one.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say about it. If you really like the Duchess de Bourgogne, If you like the Rodenbach Grand Cru, I think this will be right up your alley. I think this one's, I'm not going to say it's overpriced, but you know, if you're able to get the others, I don't think you're really going to get something out of this, you know, that you don't get out of the others.
I think that's right on the money. I mean, you know, not to bang on the beer at all, but it's a pricey beer. It carries a hefty price tag with it, and you can get some of the same exact characteristics out of, you know, some other more competitively priced beers, but not to say that, you know, say the Duchess is a lot less expensive, but you know, they take a while to make, so
that's true.
They run a little bit up on the on the cost.
That's true. Well, guys, thanks a lot for coming back. You know, we hope you enjoy these sessions. Hope you enjoy the fact that we're trying to do more sours and barrel-aged beers on the show. So until next time,
cheers.
We'll see you.